So I guess we all know Malema and Gayton McKenzie, they always, I was like, man, how can I skip the beautiful video like this? I can't skip it. How can I skip a beautiful video like this? I can't skip it. Let's go and watch. Let's go and watch. But no one is attacked. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe so no one is attacked. This is just open discussion. No one is attacked, guys. You understand? No one is attacked. Let's hope we enjoy. Why doesn't show me live? Okay.
The president of that organization says in the debate yesterday, Comrade Carl, he was debating with Mzwanele Manyi. He says, the business of drugs, he thinks he's making a point, Dr. Ndlozi. The business of drugs has been taken over by Nigerians. I'm like, he wants us to take over the business of drugs. He doesn't say we must close down the drugs. His problem with the Nigerians is that they can no longer sell drugs as leaders of Patriotic Alliance.
You say like, isn't like the leader of that organization, but you know, like when you say that organization, you talk about Gayton McKenzie or Kuma McKenzie, because of this video is all about them. They are fighting through social media, so we don't know like when they see themselves like they do behave like that, or is when they see us. But like these things are serious issues. We're going to see like the videos are going through that, and we all know like McKenzie was busy. Abahambe, like illegal foreigners, which is like most of the time they target on Africans, because there are a lot of people who are coming illegally. There are lots of people coming illegally, but their main cause is on Africans. And Malema, you defend Africans. You understand? So yeah.
They want Nigerians to go so that they can sell the drugs. That's what he said. He said, go and watch that debate. He said, the business of drugs has been taken over by...
Malema will listen to you, especially when it's like you guys are not getting along. He will listen to you. He said the business of drugs is taken over. It's taken over. Meaning, like when it says taken over, you're not saying like let's close the drugs because of they're affecting the youth. You're saying he said it's taking over the business of drugs. It's like that, man. These are the thing that's been the business of drugs.
Nigerians. You know, when you say the business of selling on the pavements has been taken by Zimbabweans because we want them to go, we want to sell ourselves vegetables, fruits and survive. I can listen to that. But you're not going to mobilize me that I must fight another drug lord to replace that drug lord with you as a drug lord.
Who's the drug lord? Who is the drug lord? Sorry, maybe like he didn't put in a right way statement. He didn't put in a right way statement. So like, as a Gayton McKenzie, the drugs are taken by Nigerians, which is like a question Julius Malema, because they have their own parties. They're supposed to say like they must close the drugs. so that Julius Malema can attack him.
Are not fighting the drug lords. We are fighting the drugs. The drugs must get out of South Africa. Once the drugs are out of South Africa, there won't be a drug lord. The problem is the drugs. The problem is crime. It's not sentiments. Hey, these people are taking our jobs. I saw a lady in the debate saying, these people are taking our jobs. And I told the EFF comrades where they said, get me a number. Because she says they took a job. She must take me to a job which was taken from her. I will.
You see, like, that's where lots of South Africans, they started to distance themselves from EFF. To say like Julius Malema is defending foreigners. When we fight back, when the South African citizens are fighting back for foreigners who take their job, Julius Malema will come to say like, which job did they take you? Like the statement you just mentioned, like now, the thing of like, you said they're taking your job, which job they're taking? So that we're going to show us which job they're taking. So like, there's lots of people, they start to withdraw themselves from EFF. You know, they believe like EFF is promoting illegal foreigners. You know, while they're still struggling, while they still want the jobs and what. Lots of citizens like, and you can say like, Julius Malema like now he's supporting foreigners and what, and they started to withdraw themselves from EFF because of support foreigners.
And remove those people who have taken the job from it. Because I hear this thing that they've taken our jobs. I'm like, which one? You never worked since you passed matric. Because jobs were given to ANC corrupt people. Whether Zimbabweans are going or not, you will never get in as long as you don't have a political connection. The problem is not Zimbabweans. The problem is corruption of the ANC that gives people jobs on the basis of families and relatives. And above all, I hope children close their ears. They also...
I totally agree with Julius Malema. I totally agree with Julius Malema. Corruption is high in this country, man. Corruption is high. You know, people, when people didn't go to school, they're getting jobs because of they know someone inside. People, they're getting tenders. You know, they call it tender entrepreneur, something like that. They are buying cars. They satisfy their needs and wants. They don't care about the citizen of this country. They don't care. People are buying cars now, big cars with our taxes. They don't care about South African citizens. They don't care about us. The tax we're paying them to live the best life, not to take care for those who need. Huh? Someone was giving opportunity to go to fixed Tembisa hospital. What do you have done? What do you have done? They give the opportunity to go to fixed Tembisa hospital. What do you have done? He benefited. So this is the country we're living in, where like people, they are focusing on themselves. I call it a capitalism country. A capitalism. Malema is fighting for socialism. You know, capitalism is when everyone, like those who are rich, they'll always be rich. Those who are rich, they'll always be rich. Those who are poor, they'll always be poor. Whether you go to school or what, but you will be poor. If you're from a poor background, whether you go to school or what, you will be poor. You'll never be rich. Is when you go to school, you're able to buy some food, you're able to buy some clothes, but it's a limiting structure. It's a limited structure, you understand? So I get what Julius Malema is saying.
So people use sex to give each other jobs in this Johannesburg municipality. It's not Zimbabweans who took a job from you. There are no jobs. Why are there no jobs? The economy is not growing. Because only a growing economy can produce jobs. So the economy...
Facts. Economy is growing. Businesses have been created. Infrastructure has been improved. When infrastructure has been improved, it creates jobs. Right?
economy is not stagnant because some Zimbabwean is holding a rope for the economy not to grow. The economy is not growing because white people who have money in South Africa are not reinvesting money in the economy. They've got it in liquidity in their banks. So that the day you hold against them, they don't have to carry a building. They just press transfer and then the money goes. That's what makes our economy to be stagnant.
Fact. Like I said, people have money. We're living in a capitalism country. You understand? People have money. They don't care about you. Them, they'll always be rich. You'll always be poor. It's like that.
How do you think of opposition to the GNU at the moment? Because we also have an EFF that is struggling, I think is the best way of saying that. And you've had an interesting long-running relationship with Julius Malema.
Yo, why they are fighting like this? If they were close relationship, why these people are fighting like this? If they were a beautiful relationship, these people, they are fighting like no one business. They are fighting like no one business. I don't know why. They are fighting like no one business. We're going to see it. They are fighting. Look, through social media, but we don't know when they meet. Because we see like Julius Malema in Parliament are taking Ramaphosa, are taking Jacob Zuma, but behind the door. These people are the friends. These people are too close. But like when it comes to social media, these people are fighting. But in the background, they're drinking tea together, they're doing things together, raise eyebrows to say like, you feel like these people like they are fighting most. What is happening like now? Or maybe they are fighting when they see us.
How do you think opposition to the GNU is shaking out right now?
All right, let me start with EFF. I think EFF is going to have, it's not the end of Julius.
Sure.
But it's going to go through a rough election 2026 because he's going through something that will benefit him much later. What hurts him now will not kill him, but it will hurt him badly the next election because he now has to sit and say who's really with him or against him because Floyd has left a lot of sleepers in the EFF, and that's very dangerous for him. What Floyd has done to him is what Zuma has done to the ANC.
Sure.
You see, like, like he give advice, he care about Julius Malema. You can see based on this statement, you will see other videos coming. You'll see other videos coming. I reacted, and there's different episode there on my channel about this. You can see, like, yeah, he's talking nice, not nice, but you can see like there's no fight, man. So like Julius Malema is not end. And I don't know, maybe understand the feeling or the pain of Julius Malema is going through. To say like, this person, what is going through, you won't kill him, but it will make him strong. Because of Chivambo left EFF. We don't know the reason, we're still asking ourselves, what the reason, what's happening? You understand? Yeah. We are still asking ourselves, like, what happened? What made him to leave EFF? You understand? But the way she say, McKenzie, he said, like, no. He said, like, no, this guy is coming back. Julius Malema is coming back.
Zuma still has a lot of sleepers in the ANC structures. But I think because Malema is a very intelligent guy. He's very intelligent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say he's very intelligent, Julius Malema. He's very, Malema is very intelligent, to be honest. Because if he was not intelligent, we'll never, man. The way how he speak and speak about people in power, like whites. Whites are in power, man. They own the land, they own resources, and the way he talks, man. And how he talks, man, is scary. You know, people will be like, oh, this guy is brave. Even people in Africa, they're like, this man is brave. You understand? Even he said by himself, so like, he's a revolutionary. He said, I'm a revolutionary. And he said, like, I'm a revolutionary. And the best I will wear is a death or a prison. By himself. But he's smart. How he moves, very smart.
Will be able to turn the ship around over time. Not immediately. Nobody's that intelligent. Nobody's that lucky.
Sure.
In 2028, you'll see the ship slowly turning. That's my opinion. 2016, the most powerful.
Now it's time. 2016. Now it's time Gayton McKenzie to speak his side. Gayton McKenzie speaking
So many in this country was Julius Malema. President Jacob Zuma was telling a story. He said he spoke to Obama. And he told Obama something. Obama said to him, yeah, I hear what you say, Mr. Zuma. What is Julius saying? So Julius was very powerful, but he said one line. And please go Google this.
But like Julius man is powerful even today. He's very powerful. And then what makes him more powerful? Guys, let's remember. What makes him more powerful is when they were discussing Julius Malema in the White House. Just imagine in the White House, you discuss the men who fighting for equality and the land must be returned. You fight the man like that. You fight the man who discuss the whole world. American is well known. White House is well known. Then in the White House, we're going to discuss Julius Malema with our president in front of viewers, citizens, in front of people in the whole world. Then we make it more famous. Because like now people start to Google, yeah, what is Julius Malema? Who is Julius Malema? Who is Julius Malema? Why this guy saying this? Now people start to follow the history of what happened during about it because they start to follow.
He said two things. One line, he said, I was about to vote for you. Vote was he mean to remove electoral control in Nelson Mandela Bay. We've agreed with a deal. And he said in his press conference he's going to cut the throat of whiteness.
Who said that? Julius Malema? I think it was man when he said those things. I think it was He said that he was going to vote for you.
That moment, my neighbor asked me to drop his son at the rugby game. That boy adores me, was 8 years old. He adores me. And I looked at him in the mirror and I said, what will this boy think of me?
What's happening, Gandhi? What Gayton McKenzie is saying? This boy was young. This boy was adoring me. You know, like Malema is like, I don't know. Malema is being affected a lot by apartheid. You know, I don't know. It hurt me so much. to see like people who done this thing to our forefathers, they're living the best life. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something that eats him, according to my opinion, according to me. And maybe like when you see a black child struggling, it hurts him inside. It's like, how can this kid struggle in their own land? You understand? I don't know, maybe like it's this thing, they don't sit him well, and then he believe how he expressed them is going to help. You understand? But I know like Malema is always fighting for a black child, no matter what. I will all know that. You can be my supporter, you can agree with me. He's always fighting, man. He's always fighting.
EFF, there's no politics, it's just gossip. That leader of the EFF, Malema, was a anti wat net skinder. Hy ding skinder, sy press conferences. Hy praat nie van die party, doesn't talk about his party, about his policies, about what they're gonna do. He just talk about individuals. McKenzie this, McKenzie this, McKenzie this, McKenzie.
You guys are fighting. I think like EFF is a party that like check people behaviors, especially when we are in higher position, and especially when we are responsible for our country. They want you to take accountability and responsibility. It's not about gossiping. It's not about gossiping. Julius Malema is making sure everyone take accountability. The president, Jacob Zuma, Ramaphosa, everyone who are in power and they do nothing, or they do corruption, or they do not, Malema is going to attack you. That's what EFF is going to do. So McKenzie take it by personal, so like Malema is always say McKenzie this, they call whatever anti.
Me and you, we stay in expensive suburbs. How do you afford a suburb on a salary of a youth league leader? I can show how you can afford to stay there. Yeah, you mustn't play you, Malema. Yes, dumb thing. Yeah, dumb thing. You can talk all you like. You live a billionaire lifestyle, but you can't prove.
They live a billionaire lifestyle. I think like you guys, I don't know, but there are some businesses, same Julius Malema. Because of once I was reading on another video, I was listening to him, and he mentioned that once he was owning a farm, he went to buy a cow, and then he met a guy who can't speak English, But I know you guys have businesses, and this thing that we can take from McKenzie, man. McKenzie from prison, man, but he's living the best life than us. This is all about the mindset. It's all about the people they from prison, they come here and they live the best life from us. You understand? This thing that we can learn from these people, like people from a prison and then we come back, living the best life. And I think it's all about the mindset. I think we're all choosing poverty. We just need to think out of the box.
How do you even get this money to live like this?
People have been launching manifesto. I saw Mashaba went to Hamaskral. He only addressed his relatives there.
It's only addressing his relatives there.
And then Gayton McKenzie was mimicking Julius Malema at the Joburg, what is this stadium? Orlando Stadium. And then they were running like as if they are in a soccer match, warming up for replacement. And now he's my friend. He gave me a statistic yesterday that there was 20,000 people. I said, Gayton, let's leave it there, my friend, man. Do your thing. Of course, they do their thing.
Well, your friends. They are friends.
It's democracy. I saw them. I saw who's this guy from ATM. He also launched his manifesto. By Christmas, we'll have forgotten what these people said.
So in South Africa, lots of people, they're opening parties, man. They're opening parties because they want to be part of corruption.
I mean, we are launching in February. We are launching 24th of February next year, Moses Mabhida. I saw Malema, once he heard that we are launching at Moses Mabhida, he had to announce that he's going to Moses Mabhida on the 10th of February.
The president.
These people, man, lots of politics, lots of parties it leads to this, you know, lots of politics it leads to this. And then they will say like there's tribalism in South Africa. Yes, this is supposed to be. Yeah, people from Europe, they have no idea about our culture. Brothers and sisters, they are fighting, man. Brothers and sisters, they are fighting. There must be a tribalism. I don't promote it, but people fight. I don't promote it all, but people can fight. You understand? So don't want to make it a bad thing. People have some argument. You understand? Because of I did a video where I was explaining to say like when a white person argue or misunderstanding with a black man is not a racist. It's not a racism, because in South Africa they love to turn it like that. No, it's not like that. It's not a racism. They have misunderstanding. They're going to fix those misunderstandings by themselves. So stop making things worse, man.
The president of that organization says in the debate yesterday, Comrade Carl,
Abahambe.
he was debating with Mzwanele Manyi. He says,
Abahambe.
the business of drugs, he thinks he's making a point, Dr. Ndlozi. The business of drugs has been taken over by Nigeria.
Malema is telling Dr. Ndlozi that the thinking is milk oil and Dr. Ndlozi. You tell Ndlozi that, like, you think he mixed in order. It makes a point, but there's no point there. What he's doing, there's no point at all. There's no point at all.
Nigerians, I'm like, he wants us to take over the business of drugs.
Drugs that kill our kids. Drugs that turn our kids to wobbles. You can see when we go around, our kids, they're robbing people, their crime is high because of drugs.
Doesn't say we must close down the drugs. His problem with the Nigerians is that they can no longer sell drugs as leaders of Patriotic Alliance.
This fight of these two people, man, This flight of these two people, no.
They want Nigerians to go so that they can sell the drugs. That's what he said. He said, go and watch that debate. He said, the business of drugs has been taken over.
And you can see like people like, so like now, think of like, because you can see like the relationship between McKenzie and Julius Malema is always like, you know, it's not like fighting. They're always like, you know, and like now we see members like now they interfere to their tension they're going through. Where you see like AFAs are taking McKenzie are taking Malema, and then the members they become the part of those issues. You understand? Like now people they go with because we love our person, even though our person is wrong. When he say this, we are going with our person. This is what we are going through because of I just realize and to see how it works.
By Nigerians. You know, when you say the business of selling on the pavements has been taken by Zimbabweans because we want them to go, we want to sell ourselves vegetables.
Yeah, it's like that. It's definitely like that. When you say this guy is taking our shops, it means like we want to sell as a citizen. When you say like Malawians, Ethiopians, Indians, they took our jobs, they took our special shops. That means we want to be a part of that. I think like based on the statement he's saying is right. Based on the statement he's making now.
Fruits and survive. I can listen to that. But you're not going to mobilize me that I must fight another drug lord to replace that drug lord with you.
Another drug lord. With another drug lord. I say with another drug lord.
As a drug lord. We are not fighting the drug lords. We are fighting the drugs.
We are fighting the drugs, man. Oh God, help us. The drugs of South Africa. The drugs of South Africa, man. Zoctola it needs supporters. We need our citizens going to fight this country. That's why I want to change our country. The citizens are only people who's going to change this country. That's the only way.
The drugs must get out of South Africa. Once the drugs are out of South Africa, there won't be a drug lord. The problem is the drugs. The problem is crime. It's not who is committing.
Fact. Is right. Fact. It's speaking the truth, man. It's speaking the truth. I don't know.
It's not who is committing crime. So
Julius Malema.
So like normally like these people in other clips they'll be fighting, in other clips they'll be promoting each other.
Is a real danger to this country.
Julius Malema is a real danger. Julius Malema is a real danger. Gayton McKenzie. And you can see like when he was young.
Julius Malema is the biggest threat this country has ever faced.
Why you say that? Because of he want the land back, want people to be equal. Why you say that? Well, let's give him a chance to speak. Why you say what you say?
Now, what people need to understand is that everything Julius Malema says affects all of us here. Because if this country burns, which it's going to happen, because I know, you know, and every right-thinking person knows that he's promising people heaven.
Heaven like what? By saying what? He promising people heaven when he say what?
And he can't produce even the earth. Julius Malema will take this country down with him. Julius Malema called white people lentils.
What happened during about it, Mr. Gayton McKenzie? But let's speak the truth, guys. What happened? The land has never been returned. And like now in 2025, I think like now you know very well, Mr. McKenzie. Now in 2025, you know, like our president put the law of the land. People they can claim the land, people they can get the land to run their business and so what you say about that? That means Julius Malema was all along right. If like is in the laws of this country, land without expropriation, that means it was always Julius Malema. What you are saying you exactly?
I asked Floyd on national TV, I said, Floyd, a white friend of mine came to Cape Town to visit me 2 years ago. He loved this country so much and he bought himself a piece of land in Cape Town. I said, is that friend of mine a land thief? He said, yes. We're going to take that land.
Sometimes the thing of like, Julius Malema love to use this example of like a car. When you buy a stolen car, that means when you buy a stolen car, you are what? This is a good example. They have to use it a lot because you can't buy a phone that is being stolen. You can't buy a stolen phone. You can't buy anything that's been stolen. What happened during apartheid? So we're going to come here and act like apartheid never existed. That's the thing about lots of people here who are living the best life, who don't care about black people, who don't care about black people suffering. They come here because of their sorted, they're living the best life, they're living in the suburbs, they forget about black people. Julius Malema is the only person who never forget about black people. What happened during apartheid? Tell us that. The land was not stolen. The land was not stolen. When our government put the laws of the land without paying any cent, what they are saying that why they put it, what is affirmative action? What is the reason with affirmative action? What is the reason with a BEE? Because of apartheid. Come on, study the history. And there's other things one can say, but you cannot tell Julius Malema for trying to fix this country so that black people they can benefit too.
If you sit here and you believe like they do in the EFF, that when you come and take white people's land, they will just come and offer you, white people will offer you tea and cook sisters and say, after just have some and then you can take the land and we're out of here. He's leading us to war. There are ways to address those imbalances.
Hey, that's why Ramaphosa said like this thing of land is they wanted, like he wanted to sing to your mind, to the white's mind, so like the land is going to be taken. It is like now they know. Because so like this plan can take 6 years.
We have signed a pact that we are a rainbow nation. Nelson Mandela died knowing that he's leaving behind a rainbow nation. So why did we agree to that today if we should call one part of the rainbow thieves? By a bigger thief. I was a thief. I was a conman. I know a thief and a conman when I see one.
No one don't like you. No one don't like Julius Malema like this one. This one doesn't like Julius Malema at all.
How many parties will do what we did? And I want to thank Good. Good, look who spoke nonsense about us, our enemies, EFF. Oh, the guy that is free.
No, EFF. But every time EFF same things. EFF and McKenzie and EFF, man, is a problem. I don't want to lie.
EFF is in the ICU. Hulle wag net die dag wanneer die masjien word afgesit.
Yeah, I see you. If Giants was switch off the machine so he can die was
Skakel word. EFF, there's no politics, it's just gossip. That leader of the EFF, Malema, was a auntie wat net skinder.
Auntie Malema. They say Julius Malema is the auntie. He always gossip when it comes. Always bara gossiping.
Hy dink skinder, sy press conferences. Hy praat nie van die party. Doesn't talk about his party, about his policies, about what they...
But he used to talk about it. I don't even know you knew. Julius Malema's been in the game. Whatever I knew, he's been talking about the 7 pillars of this of EFF and the policies to tell people must go to school to get education. You see, I know about these policies and the 7 pillars. Everyone knows them. Maybe like now it takes people to do accountability. People are doing corruption, especially people are in power.
Gonna do, he just talk about individuals. McKenzie this, McKenzie this, McKenzie this, McKenzie. Me and you, we stay in.
Julius Malema speaks about you when you done what, McKenzie? Because I know like Julius Malema will never speak about someone if he's never done something that makes him to speak about you. He always say like things about you when someone does something to speak about.
Expensive suburbs. How do you afford a suburb on the salary of a youth league leader? I can show how you can afford to stay there. Yeah, you mustn't play you Malema. Yes, dumb thing. Yeah, dumb thing. You can talk all you like. You live a billionaire lifestyle, but you can't prove.
All people are living. What about that guy who got who's supposed to fix Tembisa hospital? He buy him Ferraris, he buy him sports car with our tax. Our government is corrupt, man. This thing we see them. It's not like this that we hear them. We see them. It's not like we hear them.
How do you even get this money to live like this?
It's going to be like, how do you get this money to live like this? You know, like when he reduces his voice and it's like, tell me, where do you get this money to live like this?
You built the house, you put the house down, and you bought the house. Those rich people things, once again. In the PA, we are transparent. We are transparent. I'm not going to put anything under the carpet. I'm going to keep the so Patriotic Alliance, true members know when anything happens, they wait for me. Because they know how. We'll tell you straight up, hey, Patriots ons het opgemorsie. Patriots this, Patriots this.
So like, what do you think what's happening to EFF? Because of this, the moment when someone starts to compare, that means something. The moment when you talk to someone and start to compare, so like, now at least in this part, we know we can do this and this and this and this and this. When you face this kind of challenge, and then he come here and start to compare, it's clear there's something that he knows that we don't know. You understand?
We beat Houston, them hit EFF. Pop! All the by-elections we are part of, we are beating them. So how can I still worry about what he got to say? People are going to his thing for gossip. He's turned the party into a skinnerhook.
I think like this strategy. Your strategy, McKenzie. Your strategy is to chase Africans out. Abahambe, then people start to vote for you. Right? That's a strategy. That's where you open your party where like you're kicking out illegal foreigners in South Africa, which is the beautiful. I don't promote it. I don't have comment on this. Your strategy, you Gayton McKenzie, you're chasing Africans out of this country. Abahambe, people. So Julius Malema, his strategy is exposing corrupt leaders. And that one is show transparency. You understand now? That is strategy.
Anti-Mona. EFF is no anti-Mona. Anti-Mona van Son. Dis nou die EFF. Hulle moet Malema se gesig afgesit. Hey, Malema. Frik. EFF is frik. Frik, mors dood. Praat niet om nonsens van die vinnig groeiendste partij. Oos Baisa nie. So don't worry about these people. Praise, wat sê Malema? Jy moet op Malema luister en luister wat sê jou PA mense.
But I don't know, why are you fighting like this, guys? What makes you to fight like this exactly? Because of, I question myself, like, why these people are fighting like this? Why are you fighting like this?
We are family. I want you guys to know this. And you're not Baizani. You're not Baizani. You're not niks Baizani. You're not Baizani patriots. Let them say what they want to say. Ons is familie. Ons is familie. We are family. We are family. Never forget that.
We are family. Yes, baby. We are family. Come on, guys. If you see this song and you don't know we are family, type dance like we are family. We are family. Oh my God, God, we are family.
Ons Baizani. And I'm going to come live in 48 hours to come and tell you which company. P has done so well in Fuleni. Sure.
Let's see Fulani Award 35 official results. ANC, AFF is dying, eh? ANC is 861, MK is 400. Why are you voting for EFF, guys? What are you waiting for? Let's not voting for EFF. Oh my God.
In a black area. That gives me hope. That gives me hope that we are.
Sebuke, MK35, PA28, ANC 24. Wow, man, why they're doing this to Malema?
Building this nation we're talking about. I can't change my past. You can hold my past against me. My ekasagavast.
I think Gayton McKenzie is not good when Julius Malema says the bandit. It doesn't sit him well because when he say he cannot change his past. He's talking about it.
Van die kostbare bloed van die allerhoogste. Ek is gewas. Ek is deurtrek met die bloedkombers van die lam. Hey! Die Here is die Here. God took me through the furnace. So, jy kan my praat. Jy is a deputy God, man. You can talk. My past is my past. I'm not.
Yeah, you can see like Malema didn't do Gayton McKenzie well. Malema didn't do Gayton McKenzie well about their past because you can see like think about their past. So like I am what I am. It happened. I can't change them. So McKenzie, sorry, man.
Proud of being a gangster 30 years ago. 30 years ago. You still want to hold it against me. 30 years ago. Die Here het my vergewe. En die Here het my deur die bloed getrek. Die kosbare bloed. So julle kan maar praat wat julle praat. Everybody's PA met. Lastly, patriots, we have the DP has resigned as a councillor. The DP has also resigned as a MMC. We have decided to appoint a new councillor and a new MMC will.
Like this, when they must stop fighting, man. We are all family. We are family. Family, we are family. We are family. We are family. Family.
Mayor will appoint a new MMC. I'll give the mayor a call. Let the mayor must know we don't appoint MMCs, it's the mayor. It's his prerogative. The mayor will appoint. Tomorrow we'll tell the mayor. I want to congratulate because I called him today. I said, you know, there's a bad thing about you. He says, what, Prez? I said, you have got no local government experience. You only have national. He says, that's true, Prez. I said, you're about to go and fix the potholes of Gauteng, of Joburg.
We don't want the potholes. We want the job. We want the job and we want equality. And equality. You know that I don't know, like if you're a black child, man. I don't know, like if you're a black child. If you want jobs, you want equality. The only parties will do those things is ANC and EFF. If like a black child, you want the land that's been stolen during apartheid, you want equality, you want the land. EFF, ANC is the only way. Others, they will never do that.
So that you can know when you run Pretoria, what is expected of you. So I want the parties deploying Liam Jacobs as the new councillor for the Patriotic Alliance in the city of Joburg. The Liam Jacobs will be our new deployee by the party to replace leader Kenny Kunene in council. In council. We want him to get the experience and to help us fix the potholes and continue the good work that the DP has been doing.
Pointing out the problem is easy. If the problem is really hard, let's get the real work. Salute.
Liam Jacobs is the Tessin Susan. Congratulations, Liam. This is your chance to show people that you don't just complain and point out mistakes. This is your chance now to show people that you can lead. Net soos jy ingly, so sal jy uitgly, maar se kind. As jy ons mense vergeet. Moenie ons mense vergeet nie. Congratulations, Liam. Congratulations. You have shown people.
If they don't give us, we want the work. We want the work. If they don't give us the work, the one thing that we want is the land. We all equal. Now, I don't want to lie, the best way to create jobs is the land when it's land is back. So other things, man, there's no other things they'll do. Then when they want to create jobs, they will be when they want to create jobs.
Your heart. People have fallen in love with you. Don't disappoint them. This is your moment. Congratulations, Liam. Thank you so much. Salute, Patriots.
If we are to ask, what is the manifesto of the PA?
Abahambe, 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 Abahambe.
Except that we saw the president jumping on the stage. So that is the manifesto. So we cannot talk to people who
This is your moment. Congratulations, Liam. Thank you so much. Salute, Patriots.
If we are to ask, what is the manifesto of the PA? Except that we saw the president jumping on the stage. So that is the manifesto. So we cannot talk to people who are...
That I said, his strategy was like that. That was his strategy. with them. Abahambe. Abahambe. Bayapi. Abahambe. This is Gayton McKenzie, man. So fun. Every time, like, Abahambe. Bayapi. Abahambe. What is this, man? Abahambe. Abahambe.
We're not politicians. Gayton McKenzie, because I don't think he's a politician. He doesn't want to be a politician. He's in a transaction. So when they negotiate coalition in municipalities, they say we should make 200 million this year. So they are about money and making money and money schemes and all of that. So they are really not interested in politics.
You know, like what Julius Malema is saying, like when you can see how Malema it is, you can see this guy love politics. And you can't compare anyone in this country love politics like Julius Malema. And you can see there's a next president of this country, man. There's a lot of hope in Julius Malema leadership. These guys offer the real solution to poverty, the real solution to inequality, the real problems that we are facing as South Africans. It's only Julius Malema who offers those services. Others, man, DA, they don't talk about the land, they talk about affirmative action. They want to remove BBE, things that benefit those who've been oppressed during apartheid. The one of Gayton McKenzie is not talk about the land must be returned. It's not talk about Abahambe. It's focused on illegal immigrants. So you can see all how they focus. EFF is focusing on the land must be returned, equality, creating job, crime, corruption. It's big EFF. I think EFF, MK, Maebuye, they are focused on the same things.
Just correct one thing you said, or one and a half. You said that we didn't do shabbily. In fact, we are the breakout party for the election. No party has grown in the history of this election and past like our party. We grew 16 times compared to the last election.
Compared to MK.
We grew 16 times, and then it was Julius Malema, it was Floyd Chivambo also, including Musi Maimane, including the editor of the biggest newspaper, which is your editor here.
Yeah.
I want to hear something. I hear some voices.
That even wrote a whole article about it. Now, I want to say two things. About me being an ex-criminal, being in politics and leading a party.
No, I think like the best way to have a good leader is to have a leader from Kasi who understands poverty. Like Julius Malema, who understands the struggle of the black people. Even like the mayors and whatever, this kind of stuff.
There's two things I want to say. I think the first one is I want to talk about Julius and them.
Why I want to talk about Julius?
You know, it is an indictment on them, on all this, and Musi Maimane and Floyd Chivambo, all of them. It's an indictment.
Yeah.
That people would rather vote for a guy like me than for them, angels, established politicians. It's a hell of an indictment. So it's embarrassment. It's embarrassment. It says that you are this holier than thou person, but people don't vote for you; they vote for this guy. So I understand where it's coming from. It's an indictment on them. And then the second issue is that this is the main part. I went to jail.
You went to jail for what? You can remind us what you have done that makes you to go to jail?
In prison, I exposed the world's biggest prison corruption, the world's biggest prison corruption. I was then let out of jail. I then came and I broke the record of having spoken to more schools than anybody. I went to 1,003 schools across the country, warning children about the dangers of crime. I then got involved I made money.
Wow, man, shout out to them. Wow, man, that's beautiful, man. Now, like, if you're doing the good things, hold up. We went to school to educate our kids about the dangers of crime. He went to school to educate our kids about crime. And if you're watching this video, you're not clapping or you're not subscribing, I don't know, man. Wow. Thank you so much, McKenzie. Beautiful, beautiful.
And I gave millions to charity. I'm still the person that...
Where did millions come from? I'm just asking the millions. I'm sure he was from prison, then went to schools, or maybe later on he give the millions to charities.
Hires more ex-prisoners than anybody on the African continent.
Yeah.
Now here's the main question. If a guy like me, that has given millions to charity, that has exposed corruption, that is doing good in this country, if I am not to be forgiven or an acceptable face.
So you're buying our love, exactly. What you're doing, you're buying our love. You are buying us to accept you. Or you're doing from the heart of your, maybe like poverty makes you to do crime, or what makes you to commit a crime. People like, they need people like me to interview them. So because of like, now you come up from prison, you go to school, motivate the kids, and then you give this money. So that money was buying us to accept the apology, or you went to prison because of the poverty you were trying to live and what?
To be accepted in society. What chance does all the millions of people have if I am not, after everything I've just mentioned to you? What chance? Then you're not serious about fighting crime. Then you must hang or shoot all the prisoners. Because you can't give a guy like me a chance with my resume, with what I have done. What chance does the other guy that's in jail getting when he comes out and he's got no millions to give? He's got no money to go to different schools to speak to school children. He never had the opportunity to go expose corruption. What chance does that guy have? You see, there are people that hate crime, and they also hate people that don't want to be criminals anymore. And that's a question South Africa must be grappling with. I'm not a struggling guy. I'm very well off. So what about the guy? The questions, I'm not talking for myself here for a job. I will never go for a job. But what about the guy that truly needs a job?
He said what? He said you're never going for a job. You're never like asking for a job. This is what you said, sir. I didn't hear very well. You said what? Guys, let's all become the part of this one. He's on top of toilet. Which this one? These people, man, if you don't comment, why don't you remain quiet? If they want to tell one.
I'm from jail. The guy that truly wants to change his life. Those are the questions South Africa needs to answer. Not about Gayton McKenzie. I'm sorted. What about the guy? If you say, I'm not accepted, then I mean, if your editor, biggest editor says, this guy can be accepted, what chance does the normal guy have that has never committed, never want to commit more crimes?
I want to ask you, because you in your response to Musi, what Musi Maimane said, you spoke about the...
What you said, Musi Maimane said what, sir? I want to understand too. I want to be the part of conversation.
Blood of Jesus and all of that. Are you a religious person?
Very. I mean, listen, I was the worst person. I think if you have to choose 10 of the worst people ever born in this country, I'll be one of them. I was a leader of a gang. I became a general of the 26 gang in jail. And I have changed my life. And not because of my choice only. It is only God that could have stepped in. I know who I was. I know how my life has been transformed. And it's impossible for me not to give honor to God because of who I've become and who I.
Well, that's good. Well, we are happy for you. We are happy for you. We see you. And we learn. We learn from people like you. But crime is not a good option.
I have been. As people change and join religion, just by meeting me, people that knew me then, and they see me now, they're like, the blood lives. God.
They see the changes,
They look at this man.
Yeah.
And I had to answer Musi and say, if you say, what people basically saying, that goes to church every week that says, and pastors that says, no, Gayton, don't trust him. You're actually saying that the blood of Jesus cannot rescue me. It has lost its power.
Yeah.
Where do you get that blood? Where do you get that blood of Jesus? I want that blood, man. Where do you get it? Or the blood is dreaming about. Where do you get the blood of? Guys, you can comment there. Guys, you can comment there and tell us where do you get the blood of Jesus exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. You're saying that the devil is more powerful than God.
But it's a Facebook Live, so you can also go look at it.
Oh my God. Now it was a time for Gayton McKenzie to speak. Now it's time for Julius Malema to speak.
Do Facebook.
Well, Gayton does.
Yeah, it's for those kind of mindset. Jailbird man.
Now hold on. Let me find it. Hold on.
I'm not a jailbird.
Hey, hold on.
Never went to jail.
I'm actually not looking up the
Never got arrested for stealing.
Julius is a dumb ding. And Auntie Vat Netwell Skinner.
So like now, next day we'll see what will happen. Next day we'll see what will happen because of Malema found guilty and they say they're going to deal with it January. And you can see January is around the corner.
EFF is in the ICU. The machines must just be turned off. He says, what me and Malema have in common, we're both bank robbers. I used to rob banks, he robs VBS. So the whole host.
I used to rob banks when I rob VBS. This guy's funny, man.
Things. I mean, it's on that Facebook Live, Julius. You can go look at it all you want. But he's also now in the space where he's exchanging pot shots. These are your partners in Joburg. You're working with.
No. They're not my partners. They're invited by the ANC. A mayor has got the right to invite anyone he wants to invite. We're all invited by.
So you don't look at it as you're working together. You're all working with the ANC.
If you invite me and you invite that prisoner to your house, I've got nothing to do with that prisoner. I'll take. My corner, and you take his corner. You will entertain him because you are the one who called him.
And there are no egos.
I've never robbed anything in my entire life. Never. I've never robbed anything in my entire life.
But we're gonna be in this weird space now where there's a pot shots between.
No, they can say no. I didn't say. I never engage even with them like that, because Kenya showed him the door.
Oh
yes.
Yeah, I showed.
You showed them the door like I said, like leave. Oh. How have you done that?
Came here to talk about.
It's a boy. It's a boy. He was not. How can I? Okay. He says. They said to him, "How can you outshine the master?" Can he agree? Can he agree to you that I was his master at some point? Telling me about boys.
I'll tell you about boys.
Was his master at some point? How can he threaten me politically? There's no way. So how can he left the EFF? It's actually Floyd who took a ride with Kenny from here to Rustenburg. After we had a discussion with Floyd and a guy called Machesana who used to print t-shirts for us downtown there, that Kenny is undesirable individual. He can't be part of this movement we're forming. Floyd took a ride with Kenny in the thing. And then he told Kenny from here to Rustenburg, back from Rustenburg, he said, you are a liability.
Oh, I said people are liability. It's like you are liability. Oh my God. He said like his liability. Huh?
That's a problem.
But while I'm on the floor,
So like now it's time for Gayton McKenzie to attack Julius Malema. This is what we are dealing with in South Africa. People, they are fighting themselves in social media.
honorable member, please allow me to say just one thing in my time. I don't mind. I want to make it clear here. I don't mind you calling me. I've got two parts. One part, I don't mind you calling me a pandit.
I say, you don't mind even calling him a pandit. Pandit, someone went to jail, then come back. Or someone in jail.
I want to make you aware of one thing here in the Western Cape. My name was there, Gayton McKenzie. Your name was there, EFF, in the Western Cape. People looked at your name, but people decided.
Yeah, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister.
We vote for them.
Honorable Minister.
I got double what you got here.
Yeah.
They went back
Honorable Minister, no.
to vote for the pandit.
Honorable Minister, please take your seat. Honorable Minister, there will be...
This
will be another order, honorable members. There will be another opportunity for voters everywhere to look at the ballot, and by that time, let's campaign then.
Julius Malema is also convicted. Marcel Dlamini is also convicted, so it's 2-2. EFF 2 convicted, PA 2. So
we're going to love to play here. We're going to love to play.
when they fire us at our parties, we can start the Banditi Alliance because we are Banditi Alliance, and I would not stand for you guys to talk about Malema bad because now he's my alliance in the Banditi. So there must be honesty amongst ex-thieves and present-day criminals. You know what is Skumba? You know what is Skumba? Malema will tell you because he must go to Skumba. So when you come in jail, we sit like this and we wash, my baru and whatever. Né? That's a Skumba.
I love you so much, guys. Stay tuned. Bye.